first down to set them back on second. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to...
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Got Dobbs over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And again, it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. On second down, it's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones from 17 yards out. And the Packers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Crosby with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Berrios now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll go again to Jones. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 63 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he's got some space here. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They'll run here with Dillon. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan from 3 yards out. And the Packers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. This pass out wide to Hall. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Wilson. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. A good position to be in here. 2nd and inches. Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Wilson now off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead. And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. He finds Watson complete. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Berrios now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that's complete to Davis. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Wilson to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
Rodgers looking to throw. That's complete to Dobbs. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Now with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they wanted.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
Mason Crosby, the kickoff for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Davis. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. On first down, Wilson. Right back to Davis. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Wilson. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now Wilson on first down. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let...
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Jets have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So time definitely not in their favor, down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Rodgers throwing here.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Now flags come in before the kick. Clearly there was contact. Who was at fault? EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap
between the Washington Commanders
and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
First play, and Heineke looking to pass it. That's out to the flat for Gibson. Finding room at midfield.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
On first and 10, it's Gibson.
No gain on the play there, second down.
Gibson again.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
So how about that for your first carry of the game? Not bad.
How about that, and not bad at all. I think he earned himself a little bit more work, partner, because that's what you want from your number 2 or your number 3 running backs. You want him to come in with the fresh legs, give your team a little jolt, and he did it right there. Best way to lobby for more playing time? Have runs like that.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Commanders 7, Packers 0. Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers completes it again to Doubs. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
No sweat from Montez Sweat that time as he makes that stop look easy.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 32-yard line.
A gain there of 21 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Forced out to his left. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Chase Young coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
On play action, Heineke.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
The slot man in motion right. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
On the counter, Gibson.
Solid effort by Jair Alexander there defensively.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Heineke to throw it. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they bring the big tight end across the formation left. From the 27, Heineke. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 27 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Joey Slide to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Slide now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Throwing is Rodgers. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
That's good for a Green Bay Packers.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers now to throw. And complete once again to Watson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. That brings up 2nd and 9.
Kelly, one left, Kelly. 26.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. From the 31, Heineke. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
This is intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Adrian Amos with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown.
You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick-6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after.
And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Commanders take over first down at their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this will stay a 4-point game.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come, their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
Got Dobbs over the middle. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Here's a give to Jones running left. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
On the tackle. Loss of a yard. Brings us 2nd at the 37.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Quick slant to Watson.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tunyon
from 6 yards away.
And the Packers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point try now for Crosby. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Now Heineke.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. And he's got it down to the 28.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Again, it's Jones.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So a big spot now for Crosby, but he's been here before. This to swell the lead to 6. The kick by Crosby is good, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They'll go again with Gibson.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
Heineke to throw for it on 4th down.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Devontae Wyatt there for the stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 16-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. They got the dramatic score to tie the game here late 4th quarter. Now all eyes resting on the foot of one man.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Your brother called me before the game. That's his guy in fantasy. He needs this one badly.
So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. And they have got the lead.
Makes the score. Commanders 21, Packers 20. Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how